You know how in aviation we say the learning never stops. A good friend and mentor of mine is Mike. Mike lives in Alaska. He's been flying the Alaska Bush for 40 years. And he's seen a few things. And so every time I visit with Mike, we try and spend time talking about float planes, talking about float flying, especially in the backcountry and wilderness such as Alaska. And I'm sharing some of these stories with Mike in the hopes that it inspires you to take up float flying and perhaps float flying in the wilderness such as Alaska. So here's Mike.
Oh, well, we had a hell of a southeast wind this morning. It was, it's 140 at 16 gusting to 28, and we used to cut off the flying anytime it was gusting over 25. That was when I first started back in '86 at Regal Air. Bill would cut it off, but if you came in and it was up over 20-some knots, 25 knots, and you couldn't handle it, you actually could go to the public ramp over here, which is kind of into the wind, or the Fish and Wildlife Cove, and you can put it there, and the guys they'd come over and unload the passengers, and then when the wind died down after 6 or 7 o'clock, just move the airplane over to its in the commercial finger. We were operating in creeks, short lakes, and with loads, full up loaded. And so if you didn't roll a float, you're going to hit the trees. You might get off the water eventually, but you're going right into the trees.